All right, and this is a field report for March 8th, 2015. Actually, it's March 9th, 2015. All right, this is to update some stuff for the Hagmann and Hagmann report. Um, I have special permission from Doug and Joe to do this so that I could help maybe update some people with some news and broadcast updates. Okay, so while we were down in Orlando, Florida, and a very exhausted, long, but very informed and fulfilling trip for everyone, including Doug and Joe Hagman. So, in order to help kind of relieve some pressure and take the bite out of this big week that we all got an opportunity to cover a lot of ground, a lot of prophecy news updates, some of it which I posted at YouTube, so it would help you maybe listen to some of that feedback. Some other good stuff that I got a chance to do, and also was behind the scenes listening to the special update and broadcast. Doug and Joe both interviewed Paul McGuire for Prophecy in the News. So if you want to go to your cable channel, I believe Prophecy in the News is on one of the Christian stations on DirecTV. I believe it's, if you have a DirecTV, you probably know where it's at. It's one of the Christian broadcast stations for Prophecy in the News, or go to www.prophecyinthenews.com to listen or watch the video. They did the special taping, and we got a chance to do that, and we got some pictures for behind the scenes. Met a lot of Hagman and Hagman HH connections, so that some of you know that we were all connecting the dots there. That was great. Very good trip. I know that Doug and Joe, they had a full schedule. I know they were busy. We could only catch them between breathing and eating. So I just want to let you all know that there was a lot of ground covered, and there was some panel discussion there. I also got a chance to take some pictures for them for the field report here. So we just wanted to kind of lighten the load, kind of take the edge off and do some additional pictures and behind the scenes stuff for them. So we did that, and with their permission, and also Dr. Jerome Corsi's permission, WorldNet Daily, we also uploaded some of those YouTube speeches and YouTube upload there, so you could follow this link. You'll know where to go. You can subscribe, if you will, and you can follow that. Okay, let's get to what was happening down there. Okay, now I'm trying to cover as much ground as I can here, so bear with me. When we were going into various topics and meetings, some very specific to what might be going on, because you all obviously know Paul McGuire covers a lot of ground on all prophecy, the whole umbrella between economic, to political, to social, everything that covers all that. So when we went into these different ballrooms or conference meetings, everyone was specific. One hand would cover the economic, how to prepare, how to be financially ready. Also, of course, some covered more of what was going on with Islam, topics on that. And some just covered everything. Hagman and Hagman, their approach, of course, was pretty much the same with what you've already heard. Of course, it's tweaked for the conference because they had the slide presentation. They got a chance to cover some of that through a slide presentation to kind of just map out what's been going on. Obviously, high security has been security regarding information that America is very much the threat for America as far as the security end of it is so epic, of course, But one of the things I took away from this whole conference is that all this stuff is already in place. So it goes back to the very thing what the Bible states is that, you make a decision for Yeshua Mashiach, okay? You're already prepared. It doesn't necessarily mean when and where. It's already in place. And looking at what's happening and what we were hearing about is if we're not awaken. The whole book about a mass awakening for Paul McGuire, he really levels. He really specifically targets issues that so important. The detail in that information is very important, so that you know, and you're more informed on these intricacies of these issues. He goes into that, and that's mainly what Paul and Doug and Joe had been covering, is these specific areas of interest. So you'll get to hear that more in that over at the Prophecy in the News. Go to www.prophecyinthenews.com for that special broadcast that's already, I think it's already been broadcasted on that channel. So I'm sure if you have DirecTV TV or Comcast cable, one of those things, you'd be able to look it up at that TV broadcast for Prophecy in the News. Overall, the trip was it was a full schedule. I mean, there was no time to breathe, sit, think. I mean, we really absorbed a lot. So I know they're going to be covering a lot of that. I know they're headed back to Pennsylvania. I too live in that same region as them, so I know that they are probably on the road if they aren't already headed close to Pennsylvania at this point. I don't, or flying, one or the other. I just want to let you all know that it was an amazing trip, and I hope that everybody gets to hear more about it. I will try as much as I can to upload more stuff for you, so you could really get the full, I don't know, some of it, and then you'll, of course, hear most of it, of what they uncovered or what they've learned on their trip themselves from the Hagmann report. So we're going to help do the reviews, and you should see our field report report at the Hagmann report, so that we can help take the edge off, maybe cover some ground, and as a backup, or as a backdrop for the Hagmann and Doug and Joe. And here for the field report and the Third Watch update, here signing off. Thanks again. God bless you, and God bless America.